Welcome guys to my Let's Play of Gabriel Knight, The Beast Within. Where we left off, we've been museum hunting and I just discovered I can scroll left and right. That would have been useful. Okay, but yes, we are checking out museums of Ludwig and we gave some flowers to Gertrude in regards to Wolfgard? Wolfgard. Ugh, I can't remember his name. Oh, again, I can't remember his name. The old Schwarzenegger. Anywho, let's continue on with this.
Ludwig's friends were concerned for his mental state long before his arrest. June 14th, 1878. My beloved Eagle, in your last letter you spoke so movingly of your torment that I was moved to tears. What is this torment? Why won't you confess to me what is truly troubling you? You must know that I would never despise you, no matter how horrible you believe your sins to be. Please do not write such barbs to my heart by even suggesting such things. If you do not wish to confess to me, at least tell me how I can aid you. I am always your true one, your dove.
Okay, I know there's one more.
In this letter, dated November 1886, Elizabeth of Austria thanks Bishop Frank for his assistance in helping her fulfill Ludwig's last wishes. She writes that she knows it was an unusual request, but she believes Ludwig had reasons of his own for wishing it to be done. She hopes that his spirit finds peace at last. No further reference to this letter has ever been found. One can only speculate what the last wishes of a cornered and embattled Ludwig might have been. What were his last wishes? This place is giving me more questions than answers.
I wonder if we actually have the letter. Oh, there's pictures.
They certainly make an incredible looking couple. They certainly...
Okay. Yeah, I wonder if we have the letter. Like, inventory-wise. Not inventory-wise, but at the castle.
Ludwig is Prince Charming. He played the part well.
Okay, well, let's check out this one.
She's beautiful.
Okay, let's go in the museum and see what we can find. This is going to be a very long episode again.
June 7th, 1886. A group of men arrive at Neuschwanstein Castle demanding to take the king in custody. With them is Dr. Guden, the doctor who had been in charge of Otto, the king's mentally ill brother. The men have an order for the king's arrest on the grounds of insanity. They are refused admittance by a brave group of farmers and local soldiers who have come to Ludwig's aid. They are forced to retreat to nearby Hohenschwangau. This is the first Ludwig hears of the conspiracy. Ludwig composes a pamphlet explaining the subversive acts of the conspirators and eloquently pleading with his people for aid. The pamphlet is smuggled out of Neuschwanstein and printed, but the pamphlets are seized before they can be distributed.
Interesting.
June 12, 1886. Ludwig knows the conspirators will return. He despairs. He asks his servant for the keys to the tower. The servant, fearing the king intends suicide, says the key is lost. Unbeknownst to Ludwig, the conspirators arrive at the castle. This time, there is no one to stop them. Ludwig is lured from his bedroom to the entry hall of Neuschwanstein on pretense. There, he is taken into custody. Ludwig is taken by carriage from Neuschwanstein to Berg, where his brother Otto had long been imprisoned. This is a great blow to the king's state of mind. While on the way, the group stops at Seeshaupt to change horses. Ludwig asks to see the postmistress, Frau Vogel. She brings him a glass of water and he says something to her. She never reveals these last words to anyone.
The words must be important, I'm guessing.
June 13th, 1886. At Berg, Ludwig seems cooperative and coherent. Dr. Guden writes to the government that he has Ludwig well under control. The two men go out for a walk, and Dr. Guden is so confident he dismisses the guards. When Ludwig and the doctor do not return after several hours, a search is undertaken. The bodies of the two men are found in the lake, drowned. Circumstances unknown. June 18th, 1886. Ludwig's funeral procession marches through the streets of Munich, followed by enormous crowds of mourners. The service is held at a packed St. Michael's church. Lightning strikes the church during the service, but no one is harmed. Ludwig's body is entombed in the Wittelsbach crypt at St. Michael's. His heart is placed in an urn in the pilgrimage chapel at Altading in the Wittelsbach tradition. The urn is shown to the right. His heart is in an urn. How bizarre.
Why do I get this feeling it's gonna be important?
June 18th.
Okay.
Ludwig's body is in...
So we're done with that. Let's check out this.
I have no idea what that says. Looks old, though.
Why do I feel it's a wanted poster? It has the same format, roughly, as a wanted poster. Anybody speaks German? Let me know if I am right or I'm wrong. Just for curiosity's sake.
Oh my god. That's the slave from my dream.
Cool. That's actually really cool. Okay.
Maybe Mrs. Smith will know what my dream meant. I have to ask someone. This thing is getting too weird. The midnight sleigh rides. Ludwig went on long sleigh rides in the middle of the night, particularly in his later years. It is said that he suffered from insomnia, headaches, and toothaches, and the rides soothed his restlessness. The sight of the king's grand sleigh speeding through the countryside of the Alps often startled the peasants and became a superstitious omen of ill fortune. I can see why. But what was he doing out there at night?
Something to do with the werewolves, I will say that for sure. What is this? What is this?
Ludwig's death mask. Wow.
Oh. Okay, I did not know there was such thing as a death mask. Creepy. Okay. Well, maybe not creepy to some peeps, but anywho. Is that it? Don't tell me that's all. Oh. Okay, good. I was like, if that's all the museum, I don't know how much we paid to get in, but I feel like we got ripped off.
Signets and sash pins from the Order of the Knights of St. George. These were worn on Ludwig's uniform, as befitted his rank of Grand Master. They are now the property of the Bavarian Crown Treasury. I wonder if these pins have any symbolic meaning. He looks so regal. Why would he give up all of this pageantry and become a recluse? Ludwig is Grand Master of the Knights of St. George. The Knights of St. George was an aristocratic society dedicated to the acts of chivalry. Ludwig loved the medieval pageantry of the order in his early years, before his increasing reclusiveness drove him to abandon public appearances. Ludwig and Wagner. Ludwig loved the opera of his contemporary Richard Wagner. He helped support Wagner's music through much of his life. Ludwig considered Wagner a close friend, often calling him the great friend. Wagner encouraged this infatuation, some believe, for personal gain. Typical artist.
That is true. I've heard some of his music back in the day. But oh, that's his lovely king garment back. Oh, I can't cloak. I want to say cloak. Brain fart. This is a huge brain fart. Holy pickles.
Looks like it weighs a ton.
I imagine it looks like silk, like heavy silk. But what's the words? Wardrobe. Oh, there we go.
Ludwig's Grand Master wardrobe from the Knights of St. George.
Actually, it's not wardrobe I'm looking for, but cloaks, back thingy, I don't remember what's called. I'm so sorry. This is like another brain fart of the worst kind.
Richard Wagner.
Huh. That's new and interesting.
Ludwig's diary. Ludwig kept a diary from 1869 when he was 24 years old until his death. The diary provides a fascinating look into the mind of this tormented man. The original diary is kept in the Royal Archives. A few entries are shown on the opposite wall. I've got to see that diary.
Okay, so we need to break and enter to see this diary. So we need to find how to get into the archives, which I'm guessing is not going... Oh, there's some... Okay, there's some entries. We should really look at these and then, plot our break and enter.
Even after Wagner's death, Ludwig still showed signs of obsession with the composer. This letter, written in 1882 by Ludwig to the conductor of the Munich Opera, instructs the conductor to make preparations for a new Wagner opera. The conductor went to see the king as instructed. When he arrived, Ludwig was ill and refused to see him. Nothing further was ever heard of this mysterious new opera. Was it a figment of an ill man's desperate wishes?
I wonder if that is the opera that he wanted to compose, the one that we saw the pictures for. I am good 90% sure that it was.
Ludwig is offered a crown of laurels by the genius of immortal fame. Ludwig is...
Oh, okay, nothing there.
26 July, 1874. By the power of the lily, we shall have the strength to resist all temptations throughout the whole year. 26 July, 1875. Solemn oath before the picture of the great king. Refrain for 3 months from all excitement. This oath has its binding power as well as its potency by de par le Roy, LNR, DPLR. What excitement? I need to see more of that diary.
Okay, well that's gonna be a feat within itself. I wonder if we can ask her. I doubt she's gonna let us see it. But we're gonna try.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag.
Oh, there we go.
Ludwigs Tagebuch im Museum?
Ja,
Wo kann ich Ludwigs Tagebuch hier anschauen?
die Tagebücher sind ganz persönlich. Die sind in den königlichen Archiven. Niemand darf die lesen. Aber nein, niemand darf die lesen.
Danke.
I heard 9. Clearly no. Clearly no. You would be nice to have for... this sounds terrible, but, subtitles. I'm sorry. Subtitles. I'd like to know what they actually mentioned. Sorry. I know, very little German. I know by the gestures. Clearly that was a flat out no. And also her saying 9.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag.
Im Museum ist einen Brief von Ludwig über eine neue Wagner-Oper.
Ja, ich kenne diesen Brief.
Wo kann ich mehr von dieser Wagner-Oper sehen?
Ja, ich weiß nichts über Wagner. Das hier ist kein Wagner-Museum.
Ja, ich weiß.
In Bayreuth befindet sich ein Wagner-Museum. Versuchen Sie es halt doch, ne?
Bayreuth. Danke.
See, I don't know what she said there. I know she kept pointing that there was stuff in there, but what... Yeah, that it doesn't help at all. I'm sorry, but it's... Subtitles. If you're gonna reveal something important, I would appreciate having some sort of subtitles. I know it's gonna be brought up. It's basically saying it's all in the museum. It's all in the museum, But, I'm sorry, I'm ranting. But anywho, we've checked all of it. And I imagine that's the journal we want. And there's absolutely no way to crack into it. I guess. Like, it makes you wonder if I'm supposed to go to these areas with our lovely new friends, the couple. Or, yeah, I doubt it. Like, they said they were gonna stay there. I'm gonna leave. I don't know what else to do. Like, the only thing I could think of is heading back here and seeing those guards have possibly moved. Oh, there's me. Oh, I just saw another place. Okay, well, let's just see if they've moved. I don't think they have. It doesn't look like it. No. Okay. There was hope.
I don't think the guards want to be...
Yes, they don't want to be bothered. I was hoping for them to leave. Okay, so let's check out this one. Oh, Wagner Museum. Yes. Because they mention Wagner quite a bit.
Grüß Gott.
Guten Tag. Ist das die Wagner Museum?
Yeah, you're an American, aren't you? I'm afraid the house is closed this time of year. It will be open next month.
Crap.
You are interested in Wagner?
Very interested. Very recently very interested.
Yeah. Most of the house is closed for cleaning, but a few rooms are open. I shouldn't let you probably, but if it is only you, you are alone, aren't you?
Endlessly.
Come in and look over.
That's very generous. What do I owe you?
Georg Immerding. There's only a few displays. Besides, I wouldn't be much of a shining knight if I charged you.
Thanks, Georg. My name is Grace.
Hello. Have a good time.
What a nice, sweet man. Hopefully he doesn't mind us, breaking certain displays if there's an important item we need to obtain. I am just saying. Anywho, let's check out the piano. That is one nice piano. Oh, very fancy. Very nice. Must cost quite a bit.
Wagner's piano. On this piano, the maestro composed his later operas, including The Ring.
The Ring, eh? Oops. I don't know if I'm supposed to know that one or not.
Richard Wagner.
Who's this?
Franz Liszt, composer and Cosima Wagner's father.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Let's check out this one.
An old sofa. The death of Wagner. On Ash Wednesday, 1883, Wagner suffered a heart attack in a Venetian gondola on the way to San Michele. His wife and the gondolier carried him into a church where he regained consciousness. Wagner died 4 days later on this sofa.
Wow. I'm guessing the museum is officially haunted if we're keeping the couch cozy. Sorry, I had to say that. Oh, that's his death mask and his hand. Death hand?
Wagner's death mask.
Yeah, I find this very interesting. I didn't know this existed. Like, it's kind of neat. It's a nice memento of, like, I don't know. I didn't know this exists with the death masks. That's neat. I don't know if it's practiced still nowadays. I don't know, but anywho, sorry, I'm rambling. I'm totally rambling, but it's an interesting thing. Oh, hey.
It's a letter from a Monsieur Beaujolais, dated September 1881. Looks like he's discussing acoustics and sound waves, and crystals. Wasn't Wagner's Bayreuth Theater already built? Why would Wagner be worrying about acoustics?
Well, it definitely is acoustics by the map.
It looks like an architectural drawing of a theater. The Wittelsbacher Theater, München. Every square inch is measured.
Okay. Well, let's check this place out. Oh, hey.
The great patron himself.
That's some interesting hair.
Ludwig as the classical Greek hero.
Oh, there's another death mask.
Ludwig's death mask.
Oh, neat. Oh, but we got letters. Hey, there is letters. Hey, it just occurred to me. Let's... No, don't exit.
July 1882. Great and beloved King, Monsieur Beaujolais and I have finished the diagram. We checked the figures many times and Monsieur is confident that it will work. 8 identical fixtures are to be made from the diagram and placed in the theater exactly as specified. I'm sending the diagram with your courier. Be full of hope and have courage. All will be well. Your own, Wagner. June 10th, 1881, Munich residence. Great friend. I am writing to you in the middle of the night. My blood is pounding too wildly for sleep. Tonight's performance, how can I describe it? I am unsure whether to be terrified or thrilled. Perhaps I even feel hopeful. If it is hope, you have given it to me, my friend, for the first time in years. We must speak. Something happened during the music tonight, but I must have your absolute confidence. As you love me, come at once. Your devoted king, Ludwig.
Okay.
A portrait given as a gift from Ludwig to Wagner.
Interesting. I wonder if that whatever happened that night has something to do with the museum structure, acoustic building shenanigans. It seems a little weird that they're talking acoustics and possibly something new.
This must be a model of Wagner's own theater, here in Bayreuth.
Cool.
This must...
That'd be an interesting place to check out. Note to self. Anywho.
These look like production designs. I don't see anything that looks like those wolf paintings in Neuschwanstein, though. These look like... I don't see any...
Okay, so nothing there. Let's check out these ones.
These look like production... I don't see any...
Okay, no. Oh, nope. Yeah. Okay, so nothing there. Let's check out this. Oh.
Opera costumes. Opera costumes.
Yeah, neat. Okay, well, I guess that's that. And that's our couple rooms, but it gave us some pretty decent insight. I wonder if we can talk to the lovely gentleman. He's very nice.
Wagner souvenirs. Don't think I need any of those.
Oh, come on. Everyone needs a souvenir when you go to a cool museum.
Wagner souvenir.
Okay. Oh, it's... Oh, hi.
What's that book in the case?
Cosima Wagner's journal is locked up for preservation.
Huh.
Okay, we're gonna have to get a journal, aren't we? Let's talk to this fine gentleman. Since you are been so helpful. Boop.
What are you doing here if the museum is closed?
They always like to have a caretaker here. It's a good job for me. I can soak in the atmosphere of the maestro while I compose.
What are you composing?
This? Oh, a new arrangement. One of Wagner's pieces.
For the Bayreuth Opera?
No. I am only a student at the university. I study music, composition, conducting.
It makes me wonder if we have to get him to play us some music so we can steal the journal. Makes me wonder. Anywho.
Is there much of a call for conductors in Europe?
Ask my brother. He is the conductor for the Munich Opera.
Well, that's convenient. Does that mean you get free opera tickets?
Yes. I get a week's pass to the Opernfestspiele, the opera festival in Munich. It starts in a few months.
Hope I'm still around to see it.
Come with me if you like. If you're still around, I can go backstage and all sorts of things.
I'd love that. If I'm still in Germany, I'll call you, all right?
Yeah, good.
We do require a phone number, though. You need to give us a phone number. Why do they keep bringing up the opera? Are we gonna have to deal with an opera later on? It's a question. This is like the third, fourth time an opera has been brought up. And it just screams the possibility we have to deal with an opera later on. There's even an opera in Munich that we stare at, and I believe has some point later on in the game. Anywho.
Tell me about Wagner.
He was a character. He spent most of his life trying to convince rich patrons to subsidize his work. Unfortunately, he had expensive tastes. You see, he believed that someone of his genius deserved to live well. Can't argue with that.
But Ludwig II supported him, didn't he?
Yeah, sure, but Ludwig came along very late in Wagner's life. By then, he had already been run out of Venice and most major cities because of debt. Ludwig saved him. And the music. Best thing Ludwig ever did.
Do you know anything about that letter from Wagner to Ludwig in the display case? The one about the diagram?
Ah, no. Some sort of equipment for Ludwig's theater. But I don't know why Wagner would have cared about this. If he was worried about any theater, you would think it would have been his own theater, here, in Bayreuth.
That is a very valid point. And it makes me wonder if it has to do something with the werewolves. Especially involving like acoustics, crystals, stuff like that. It has to have a point.
Have you ever heard about the letter that Ludwig wrote to the Munich conductor in 1882 telling him to prepare for a new Wagner opera?
You're full of surprises for an American.
What do you know about it?
No one knows anything about it. It's like a treasure map, you know? It's probably a complete fairy tale, but it does make you wonder.
You have no idea what it could have referred to? Maybe something that Wagner was working on with Ludwig?
If there was, there's no trace of it. Except perhaps in the dreams of unemployed music students.
Have you ever heard about the wolf panels in the Singers' Hall at Neuschwanstein?
Did my brother send you here?
No?
Probably not. It's only the letter to the conductor, the wolf panels. Oh, my brother thinks I am crazy because of all my theories.
What theories?
This is Quatsch. If there was a lost opera, a lost Wagner opera, and if one could find it, to a conductor, this would be like finding King Tut's tomb. But people have looked for it before. If it ever existed, it is gone forever. My brother says I waste my time even thinking about it.
You know what? We're gonna find it because it has some link to the story. So don't worry, we'll find it. We'll find it in like 2 chapters, 3 chapters. I have no clue how many chapters. We'll find it, don't worry. Anyway, I'm gonna end the episode here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you're enjoying the series so far. As usual, let me know. Like, comment, please subscribe, and check out my other videos as well. With that, you guys have a good day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!